Preparing for the interview, brought to you by Yes Employment Services. So you're searching the job bank for jobs that are in your field. You apply to a couple, wait a couple of days to see if you hear back from them. And one day you're sitting at work, working away, when you get an email. You got an interview. But now what? How do you prepare for the interview? The first step in preparing for your interview is to do some research on the company and position that you're applying for. Your research should include a Google search, news articles, the website, as well as social media. If the company has a blog, you should read this as well. This will help you to understand the workplace tone and help you to understand what the interview could be like. Planning your route will make the interview day that much easier. You should plan how you will get there, when you will leave, and plan to be there for 15 minutes before the interview. If possible, you should try out the product or service before you arrive for the interview. Depending on the job that you are interviewing for, you may be able to ask who is going to be present for the interview. This is important for preparation because then you know if you will be interviewing with one person, two people, or even more. This will allow you to be prepared with questions for each interviewer, which shows that you are well prepared for the interview. Not only should you be prepared to ask your own questions, but you should also be prepared to answer the very common interview questions. Don't allow yourself to be stumped by the "tell me about yourself" question. Prepare this ahead of time so that when you do have to answer, you are confident and calm about your answer. The same thing goes for your "what's your biggest weakness" question. Interviewers love to ask this question, but don't stress, you've got this. You'll want to plan this out beforehand using the following techniques. Think about something that you're working on, something you've made progress in. Think of a success story around this weakness. Turn it around into a positive and show that you're self-aware. You can also prepare for your interview by searching for interview questions that are commonly asked. You can then take these questions and practice them with a friend or colleague. They will be glad to help you out. You can ask the questions to them and you can answer questions from them. You're more than welcome to write notes, but keep them bullet point to bring into the interview. Use numbers to build your case. Use statistics if you have them. One of the most common interview questions is, why are you interested in this role? Make sure to put your research to the test. Insert the key factors for why you're the best fit for this position. You wouldn't be applying if you weren't interested in working for the company after all. Practice in the mirror. This builds your confidence and also allows you to work on your facial expressions. Sometimes when we say things, we don't look the way that we intend to at all. So stopping this before it happens is the best practice. The interview is reaching its end, and now it's time for you to ask your questions. These are the ones that you should avoid. Anything relating to your benefits or salary. Don't talk about your probationary period or social media profiles. These kind of questions can just throw up red flags and cause reason for concern. However, these questions really shine some light on what the company culture is like, as well as your position in this role. What does this role look like for you on a day-to-day basis? First impressions matter, so what are you going to wear to stand out for your interview? If you happen to go into the office to apply for the job, take a look at what the other employees are wearing. If you applied online and have no idea what the dress code is actually like, it's safe to go with business casual. But what does business casual actually mean? Typically, it means a pair of nice dress pants with a cardigan or a nice casual blouse on top. Sometimes it can be dress pants with a button-down shirt or a blazer. But always remember to base your interview outfit on the job itself. If you're applying for a job at a law office, the dress code may be slightly more professional. But if you're interviewing at a gym, it may be less professional. Business casual should be your starting point and make adjustments from there. And don't forget the little things like cleaning your fingernails, facial grooming, and a haircut if necessary. You should always bring 5 copies of your resume because you never know who's going to be there and what they will have on hand. Prepare a reference list. This should include 3 references, how you know them, their name, and contact information, just in case they ask. And finally, clean out your bag. You do not want to be digging through wrappers and old papers to get your resumes during the interview. Thanks for watching, and be sure to follow us on social media, especially on Facebook, where we will be doing live employment workshops where we answer your questions one-on-one right away. Thank you.